Influence is a fundamental force shaping human interactions and societal dynamics. Understanding influence is crucial for comprehending social behaviors and interpersonal relationships. Biblical narratives provide illustrative examples of influence, both positive and negative. Examining these narratives offers insights into the mechanisms and consequences of influence. The conversation between Eve and the serpent highlights the potent influence of persuasion. This interaction underscores the significance of choices and their subsequent consequences. The serpent's words represent external influence, leading to a critical decision. The narrative illustrates the potential for external forces to sway individual judgment. The consequences of the choice made in this moment reverberate throughout the narrative. The act of partaking of the forbidden fruit initiated the fall from grace. Eve's influence played a role in Adam's decision to consume the forbidden fruit. The consumption of the forbidden fruit led to Adam and Eve's expulsion from the Garden of Eden. The narrative illustrates the consequences of disobedience and the loss of paradise. The actions of Adam and Eve introduced sin into the world. Suffering emerged as a consequence of the original transgression. The introduction of sin and suffering altered the state of existence. The consequences are visually represented as a loss of purity and innocence. The world transformed from a state of grace to one marked by hardship. King David's infatuation with Bathsheba illustrates the peril of unchecked desires. The narrative underscores the potential for abuse of power when personal desires are prioritized. The story serves as a cautionary tale regarding the ethical responsibilities of leadership. The narrative highlights the consequences of actions driven by personal lust rather than moral judgment. The portrayal of King David's actions provides a study in the corrupting influence of unchecked authority. The plot to kill Uriah reveals the devastating consequences of David's actions. David's abuse of authority directly leads to Uriah's death. The orchestrated death of Uriah highlights the corruption stemming from unchecked power. The battlefield becomes a symbol of injustice and the tragic outcome of David's betrayal. Accountability underscores the principle that individuals are responsible for their actions and decisions. Consequences are the inevitable outcomes that follow actions, serving as a natural and logical result. Facing consequences is essential for personal growth, learning, and maintaining moral integrity. Ignoring accountability can lead to a cycle of repeated mistakes and erosion of trust. Confrontation, though difficult, is a necessary step toward acknowledging wrongdoing and initiating restorative action. Solomon's marital alliances included foreign women who adhered to diverse religious practices. These foreign wives worshipped idols, presenting a potential source of religious conflict. External religious influences can corrupt one's faith and lead to spiritual compromise. The introduction of foreign deities posed a challenge to the religious integrity of Solomon's kingdom. The presence of foreign wives and their idols represented a potential deviation from established religious traditions. Solomon's descent into idolatry illustrates the dangers of spiritual compromise. External influences can lead to deviation from core values and principles. Spiritual compromise often begins with small, seemingly insignificant concessions. Idolatry represents a shift in focus from true worship to other gods or beliefs. The consequences of idolatry include spiritual decline and separation from divine guidance. Maintaining spiritual integrity requires vigilance and adherence to foundational principles. Solomon's actions led to the division of the kingdom, diminishing his legacy. The division represents a decline in the kingdom's power and unity. Erosion of Solomon's legacy is visualized through symbolic representation of his achievements fading. The kingdom's fragmentation resulted in internal conflicts and weakened defenses. The once unified economic strength of the kingdom diminished with the division. The division of the kingdom serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of choices. Samson's relationship with Delilah illustrates the potential dangers of compromising personal boundaries. The narrative underscores the critical importance of establishing and maintaining clear personal boundaries. Compromising boundaries can lead to vulnerability and the loss of personal strength. The story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of unchecked influence. Maintaining firm boundaries is essential for preserving individual integrity and strength. Delilah repeatedly attempts to uncover the secret of Samson's strength. The narrative emphasizes the manipulative nature of the relationship between Delilah and Samson. Each attempt by Delilah represents a step in the erosion of trust and the exploitation of vulnerability. The destructive relationship is characterized by deceit and the gradual loss of power. The story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of manipulative relationships. The consequences of the betrayal highlight the devastating impact of deceit on personal strength and integrity. Samson's capture represents the consequences of compromised decisions and betrayed trust. The act of blinding symbolizes the loss of insight and spiritual vision. Physical strength diminishes when moral integrity is compromised. Betrayal leads to vulnerability and the loss of personal power. The narrative serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of maintaining moral strength. Samson's final act demonstrates the potential for redemption, even in the face of past failings. This act underscores the ultimate consequences of choices, both positive and negative, shaping one's destiny. Samson's sacrifice illustrates the complex interplay between personal agency and predetermined fate. Redemption is portrayed not as an erasure of past actions, but as a transformation through decisive action. The narrative emphasizes that even in moments of destruction, a powerful statement of self-determination can emerge. Influence shapes individuals and communities, creating both positive and negative outcomes. Positive influence fosters growth, collaboration, and progress within a community. Conversely, negative influence can lead to division, stagnation, and societal harm. The power of influence lies in its ability to alter perceptions and behaviors. Understanding the dynamics of influence is crucial for fostering positive social change. The proverb "bad company corrupts good character" highlights the influence of associations on moral integrity. Negative influences can erode virtuous qualities and promote harmful behaviors. Association with morally compromised individuals can lead to a decline in personal ethics. Choosing positive relationships is essential for maintaining and strengthening moral principles. The verse underscores the importance of discerning the impact of social circles on one's character. Careful selection of companions is crucial for safeguarding moral well-being. Accountability is a crucial element for personal growth. Accountability plays a vital role in ethical decision-making. Embracing accountability fosters trust and strengthens relationships. Understanding accountability leads to improved performance and outcomes. Accountability promotes ownership and responsibility for one's actions. The principle suggests that collaboration offers advantages over individual effort. Mutual support provides resilience when facing challenges or adversity. Assistance from others can prevent failure and promote recovery. Partnership enhances the ability to overcome obstacles. Shared effort distributes burden and increases overall success. Interdependence fosters strength and stability in difficult situations. Setting boundaries is crucial for self-protection against potential harm. Clear boundaries help maintain focus on personal values and priorities. Personal boundaries define the limits of acceptable behavior from others. Healthy boundaries contribute to overall well-being and mental health. Establishing boundaries prevents emotional exhaustion and burnout. Respecting personal boundaries fosters healthier relationships. Proverbs 22:24 advises against forming close relationships with individuals prone to anger. The verse underscores the importance of discernment in choosing friends and associates. Associating with easily angered individuals can lead to negative consequences. Maintaining healthy relationships requires careful consideration of character traits. Prudence in relationships helps to foster peace and avoid unnecessary conflict. The proverb encourages proactive measures to protect oneself from harmful influences. Faithfulness acts as a guiding principle for navigating life's challenges. Staying true to one's faith provides a stable foundation amidst uncertainty. Upholding personal values reinforces inner strength and resilience. Faith and values provide a moral compass for decision-making. Adhering to faith and values fosters a sense of purpose and direction. Living in accordance with one's beliefs cultivates inner peace and fulfillment. Faithfulness, even unto death, is a paramount virtue. Unwavering commitment is essential for attaining the victor's crown of life. The promise of life is offered as a reward for enduring faithfulness. Enduring trials with faithfulness leads to ultimate victory. The victor's crown symbolizes the eternal reward for unwavering devotion. Positive relationships foster mutual support, creating a network of shared resources and assistance. Encouragement within positive relationships enhances individual confidence and motivation. Cultivating positive relationships promotes personal and collective growth. Mutual support systems provide a buffer against stress and adversity. Positive relationships contribute to enhanced well-being and overall life satisfaction. Shared goals and values within positive relationships drive collaborative achievements. Wise decision-making involves careful consideration of potential consequences. Seeking guidance from trusted sources is a key component of informed decisions. Aligning decisions with personal values ensures ethical and fulfilling outcomes. Evaluating potential risks and benefits is crucial for effective decision-making. Analyzing available data supports rational and evidence-based decisions. Reflecting on past decisions provides valuable learning opportunities for future choices. Well-being is a holistic approach encompassing physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Physical health involves the well-functioning of the body and its systems. Emotional health includes managing and expressing feelings in a constructive way. Spiritual health involves a sense of purpose, connection, and meaning in life. These three aspects of health are interconnected and influence each other. Promoting well-being involves nurturing each aspect to achieve overall balance and harmony. Influence can be visualized as a scale, capable of tilting towards positive or negative outcomes. Choices determine whether influence leads to beneficial or detrimental results. Positive influence fosters growth, collaboration, and overall well-being. Negative influence can lead to conflict, stagnation, and decline. Understanding the dynamics of influence allows for more informed and ethical decision-making. Temptation is visually represented as an alluring object, initially appearing harmless and inviting. The act of succumbing to temptation involves a transition from innocence to awareness of potential consequences. Hidden consequences are shown as a complex network of interconnected negative outcomes stemming from the initial choice. The visualization emphasizes the deceptive nature of temptation, where initial allure masks potential long-term harm. The abuse of authority initiates a chain of events with far-reaching consequences. Power imbalances can lead to the exploitation of vulnerable individuals. Ethical boundaries are often compromised when power is unchecked. Decisions made from a position of power can have devastating ripple effects on others. The illusion of control can mask the true cost of abusing authority. Justice and accountability are essential to counteract the negative impacts of power abuse. The visual metaphor represents the internal conflict between religious faith and external foreign influences. Faith is symbolized through traditional religious iconography, representing established spiritual beliefs. Foreign influences are depicted with exotic artifacts, symbolizing the allure of external cultures. The tension between these opposing forces creates a state of divided allegiance. The loss of strength can be visualized as a gradual decrease in physical or mental capacity. This erosion often symbolizes the weakening of personal boundaries and resilience. The abstract depiction of strength loss involves a progressive fading of vibrant colors. Symbolically, the diminishing of light represents the waning of inner power and resolve. The concept of strength reduction can be illustrated through the decay of a once powerful structure. The abstract representation of strength loss involves the gradual dispersal of a concentrated form. Accountability involves recognizing and accepting responsibility for one's actions and decisions. Self-awareness is crucial for understanding the impact of one's behavior on oneself and others. The mirror serves as a visual metaphor for honest self-assessment and the consequences of choices. Taking ownership of actions promotes personal growth and ethical conduct. Responsibility entails being answerable for one's conduct and its resulting outcomes. Boundaries function as a protective shield, safeguarding against detrimental influences. Effective boundaries prevent negative impacts from external sources. Strong boundaries are essential for maintaining well-being and preventing harm. Establishing clear boundaries is a proactive measure for self-preservation. Healthy boundaries ensure personal space and emotional security. Faith serves as a guiding light, providing direction and strength. Unwavering faith offers a source of resilience in challenging times. The guiding light of faith symbolizes hope and perseverance. Faith illuminates the path forward, fostering inner peace and resolve. Visualizing faith as a guiding light reinforces its role in providing clarity and purpose. Positive relationships can be visualized as an interconnected web, symbolizing mutual support. This web illustrates the dynamic exchange and flow of support between individuals. The interconnected structure fosters growth, resilience, and shared success. Each connection represents a pathway for resources, empathy, and collaborative effort. The strength of the web depends on the quality and resilience of each individual connection. Decision-making involves navigating choices, symbolized by a fork in the road. Each path at the fork represents a different potential outcome or consequence. Wise decisions require careful consideration of the potential consequences of each choice. The act of choosing sets a course, influencing future opportunities and challenges. The consequences of decisions can be immediate or unfold over time. Understanding the decision-making process enables better navigation of life's forks in the road. Holistic well-being embodies a state of balance and equilibrium. The balance scale symbolizes the harmony between various dimensions of well-being. Maintaining equilibrium is essential for overall well-being. Each dimension of well-being contributes to the overall sense of balance. Achieving balance requires continuous effort and adjustment. A balanced life promotes resilience and overall health. Small choices can initiate a ripple effect, leading to significant consequences. The ripple effect demonstrates how initial actions propagate through a system, influencing subsequent events. Far-reaching consequences may be disproportionate to the initial choice. Understanding the ripple effect aids in anticipating and managing the potential outcomes of decisions. Guidance is sought through faith and learning. Wisdom and knowledge are accessible resources. Faith provides a framework for understanding. Learning offers tools for navigating life's complexities. The synthesis of faith and learning leads to enlightenment. Alignment with values represents the harmonious integration of actions and principles. A compass symbolizes direction and guidance, ensuring actions are oriented towards core beliefs. Core values act as the cardinal directions, providing a framework for ethical decision-making. Maintaining alignment requires continuous self-reflection and adjustment. Misalignment leads to internal conflict and deviation from intended goals. Consistent alignment fosters trust, integrity, and long-term success. Mountain ascents symbolize the perseverance required to overcome life's challenges. Resilience is essential for navigating obstacles and setbacks during challenging endeavors. Overcoming challenges requires a combination of strength, strategy, and unwavering determination. The summit represents the achievement of goals and the rewards of persistent effort. Spiritual growth is depicted as a blooming flower, symbolizing beauty and development. The blooming flower represents the transformation and positive change inherent in spiritual growth. Renewal is a key aspect of spiritual growth, mirroring the flower's life cycle. Each petal unfolding signifies a new stage or understanding in the journey of spiritual growth. The flower's vibrant colors reflect the richness and depth of spiritual experience. Spiritual growth, like a blooming flower, is a process of continuous unfolding and reaching towards the light. Ethical decision-making involves carefully weighing different options to determine the most morally sound course of action. This process requires considering the potential consequences and ethical implications of each available choice. Ethical judgment is essential for navigating complex situations and making responsible decisions. The evaluation of options should include an assessment of potential benefits, harms, and stakeholder interests. A structured approach to ethical decision-making promotes transparency and accountability. Self-awareness involves understanding one's own strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. Identifying strengths allows individuals to leverage their talents and maximize their potential. Acknowledging weaknesses enables targeted self-improvement and strategic development. Understanding personal motivations drives goal setting and enhances overall life satisfaction. Resilience is the ability to withstand significant challenges and recover quickly. Bending, rather than breaking, is a key characteristic of resilient systems. The bending tree symbolizes the capacity to adapt to adversity. Strong roots provide the foundation for resilience, anchoring the tree against external forces. Resilience involves maintaining structural integrity while undergoing deformation. The bending tree serves as a metaphor for overcoming obstacles and thriving despite hardship. Holistic health emphasizes the integration of physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Physical well-being encompasses bodily health, fitness, and nutrition. Emotional well-being involves managing feelings, coping with stress, and fostering positive relationships. Spiritual well-being focuses on purpose, values, and connection to something greater than oneself. Interconnectedness highlights the interdependence of these dimensions in achieving overall health. A balanced approach to health considers all aspects of well-being for optimal living. The domino effect illustrates how an initial action can trigger a sequence of subsequent events. Each falling domino represents a consequence resulting from the preceding action. The cumulative effect can lead to significant and often unforeseen outcomes. Understanding the domino effect helps in anticipating and managing potential consequences. This principle applies to various fields, from personal decisions to large-scale systems. Faith is symbolically represented as a deeply rooted tree. The root system provides stability, preventing the tree from being easily uprooted. Roots also provide nourishment, drawing water and nutrients from the soil. The tree's strength is derived from its deep and extensive root system. A well-rooted tree can withstand strong winds and adverse conditions. Faith, like a rooted tree, offers resilience and the ability to thrive. The North Star serves as a visual metaphor for unwavering guidance and direction. Core values act as a North Star, providing a constant reference point for decision-making. An organization's core values provide consistent direction, much like the North Star guides travelers. The North Star symbolizes the unchanging principles that guide actions and strategies. Transformation is visually represented as a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. This metamorphosis symbolizes growth, change, and new beginnings. The butterfly's emergence signifies a transition from one state to another. The process of transformation involves distinct stages of development. The butterfly represents the potential for renewal and rebirth. Transformation is a fundamental concept applicable across various domains. Learning from the past is crucial for informed decision-making and personal growth. Wise choices contribute to well-being and positive outcomes. Cultivating positive relationships enhances overall life satisfaction and support networks. Promoting well-being is essential for a fulfilling and balanced life. Honoring ethical values ensures integrity and positive societal impact.